Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief, and today is our bi-weekly massage chair industry update for Monday, May 6th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're getting close to Mother's Day, and as a matter of fact, Mother's Day is next week. Actually, it's this week. It's this week, and for those of you that received my newsletter, I talked a little bit about my mom in our newsletter, and I really love my mom. She's 91 years old. She'll be 92 this month, and as fit as a fiddle. And I haven't lived in Canada, back where my mom's from, for since 1988. And every time I talk to her on the phone, which is usually every week or two, she sounds the same to me. Sounds the same. Now she fell and tripped over a vacuum cleaner and broke her shoulder, and then she had an open sore on her leg and was getting tender care and attention for a couple of months by nurses over in Edmonton, up in Canada, where I'm from. But she's still as fit as a bloody fiddle, and I just have a lot of admiration and respect for my mother. And I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent, since this is a massage chair video. But when I was a teenager, I didn't care much for my mother. She was a disciplinarian. She ran the roost. My dad left when I was around 12, 13 years old, and so those formative teenage years, I had this mother that was I don't know. She was like what do you call it? A very strict taskmaster. And I didn't like her. And I feel bad saying it now, but the thing is now I worship the ground she walks on, because she's absolutely amazing. And she is such a strong woman, and set such a wonderful example, and raised, myself and my two younger sisters as good as she could do, working part-time as a seamstress at a department store up in Edmonton, without too much money from my dad. And, he gave some child support money, but this was back in, oh my goodness, 1970, maybe 71, 72. So anyways, my dear mother, I wish her a happy Mother's Day. And of course, all of you mothers out there. And now I've got two daughters who are mothers of my grandchildren. And I have so much respect for what moms do and what they've done for eons of time. And I'm very grateful for my mom. Anyway, sorry to get off on a tangent a little bit too much there, but I think on my last industry update, I had just come back from Canada, and I got pretty sick there. I got a flu, but turns out I got home and had pneumonia, and I'm finally over that. And it's been a rough few weeks. I had COVID in February. Man, just a mess. And I'm not a kind of guy that gets sick a lot, but I got my butt kicked the first quarter of this year. So anyways, looking forward to a healthy remainder of 2024. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. We have it's Mother's Day. Oh, and the whole Mother's Day thing, where I was going with that was there's Mother's Day sales right now. So Morocco's got a sale. Infinity's got 10% off on some select products. Ogawa and Svago, which is the zero gravity recliner division of Ogawa, and Ogawa is part of the Kozia company as well. They have sales on most of their products this month, and so there's that going on. And then Osaki's offering the Osaki High Point, which is a very strong massage chair, and a chair that we sell a fair number of. That one's on sale for $79.99, and I think that is it. Oh, the Human Touch chair, the zero gravity recliners for Human Touch, which include the Gravis ZG and the Circa ZG. Those two chairs have $500 off until the end of Mother's Day. And some of these sales will perpetuate until Father's Day too. So even though the time frames for these ones are this month and May, like they started this month and they're going to end this month, but some of them might continue on. But don't hang around waiting for Father's Day sales. Some of these will be over, this month for Mother's Day. Even though, geez, come on, Father's Day. It's usually the beat up old men like myself that need the massage chairs more than anybody. Anyway, so those are some of the sales we've got going on. And speaking of Human Touch, we're still waiting for the Supernovo X. We have it ordered for our showroom in Arizona, but we've not yet received it. I don't know if there's something holding up the shipping of that, or if they, who knows what it is. It could be anything. It could be dock problems, customs problems. Could be, maybe they're doing some quality control testing at Human Touch's main headquarters, which is in Long Beach, California. But I haven't heard much other than they're supposed to be in the country now and in Long Beach, but we still don't have it at our showroom. We did order it a week and a half ago, so I suspect we're going to get that, or even more than a week and a half, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So we should have it soon. The Body Friend Phantom Rovo and the Leonardo DV for Da Vinci, we have those in our Arizona showroom. And the reason we go to the Arizona showroom is because we sold off a lot of floor models there, so we had a lot of space there. See, the thing is, when you have limited space, you have to sell chairs to make room for the new ones. And so we have to make room for these new ones. We got to sell them. And in the Arizona store, we have sold the number of our floor models. So that's where these ones go. But anyways, the Rovo, the Phantom Rovo is a cool chair. Now, neither one of these Body Friend chairs have a split track, but they are very interesting chairs. The Phantom Rovo has independent foot mechanisms. So it massages your feet the same and your calves, but they move independent of each other. And so you can lay back and have your left leg up and your right leg down. And that can, in principle, stretch your iliopsoas muscle, your psoas muscle, which is a muscle in the front that allows you to bend forward, your torso to bend forward. And that's a chair that's a muscle that is very commonly hypertonic in people, and particularly people that sit all day, because you're in that position all day, a seated position. And so when you stretch out or extend, it could irritate that muscle a bit. So a lot of postural stuff, also for athletes. When I played in a hockey tournament recently, and when I was done, and we played 4 games in 3 days. No, hold it. 4 games in 3 days. And it's not a good thing for an old man to do, especially when you're sick, playing 4 games in 3 days. But what I felt the worst on was not anything in my body. Like, in hockey, you wake up with bruises everywhere. You don't even know how you got it because you don't remember getting hit or running into anything or a stick hitting you. But I do remember my hip flexors, the iliopsoas muscle, also known as hip flexors, was tight. It was just tight, and it was hard for me to get up from a seated position. And this chair will kind of address some of that iliopsoas stuff by having separate legs go up and down. It's really a cool thing. I've never seen it before. Body Friend introduced it, and it's quite an interesting thing to see. So, and the Leonardo is a very nice looking chair. It's got it's a kind of a sleek looking, nice lines. It doesn't have a split track, but it's got a strong L track. It's got a health sensor thing, which more and more chairs have nowadays, to sense your pulse, your oxygen saturation, perspiration, a couple other things, but and it varies from company to company, manufacturer to manufacturer. But anyways, it's got that. And one thing that I really liked on it was it has LED lights in the hands, and I believe in the most of the upper extremity, but I really noticed it in the hands because ever since I was a kid, I used to pop my knuckles. And I remember people would say, "Oh, you're going to get arthritis." And I thought, "Oh, maybe I will. I don't know." But it's a habit, right? You pop your knuckles. Well, now I can't pop my knuckles. It hurts. And so, yeah, I think I got arthritis for popping my knuckles. But putting my hands on that chair with the LED lights, heating lights, man, it felt great. So I'm just going to tell you, if you've got sore hands, arthritic hands, I think you're going to dig the Leonardo. And having said that, when I was just when I was graduating from chiropractic college, either the college I was at or a friend of mine that was in practice had a hot wax thing that you put your hands in, and then you pull it out, and it's just this hot wax on your hands. That feels good. It's hot when you put it in the wax, but it feels really good on your hands once it starts to cool down. And then when you peel it off, it feels good. This chair reminded me of that therapy, that wax therapy on my hands. It's not as comprehensive because this is mostly on the palms, working on your fingers, but it was pretty cool. I really liked it. Or pretty warm, I guess, not cool. All right, so those 2 chairs are in our Arizona showroom. Body Friend has some cool chairs. Made in a very good factory. Same factory as the Daiwa chairs, the Human Touch chairs, a lot of the Osaki chairs, the Infinity chairs. Though that factory is a very, very good factory. Anyways, that's for new models, and we still haven't received or heard of any of the arrival of any of the new Decor 2 or the Fuji Yorkie chairs. But we are expecting those to start showing up starting in May. From May to the end of the year, I think we're going to see 5 or 6 models from that company, which is an impressive amount of new models by a good company, a trustworthy company. So anyways, and for those of you that may be hearing this for the first time, Fuji Yorkie is the same company as Sinca and Interbalance Interbalance. Those companies are all run by Johnson Health Tech, which is a very, very big international Taiwanese company of healthcare products, including, treadmills and bikes, exercise bikes, et cetera, and massage chairs. Well, they bought the factory, the Fuji Yorkie factory in Japan. And so now they're bringing chairs from Japan, directly from Japan, made in Japan to the United States, not just the United States, but around the world. So anyways, be aware of that. I wanted to say that for those of you that plan to attend our podcast, our Massage Chair Relief Live podcast, a couple of weeks ago, Michael Kugure, who's the president and CEO and founder of Daiwa Massage Chairs, or actually U.S. Jacqueline, which is the U.S. distributor name of the company that he created to distribute the Daiwa Massage Chairs. He couldn't make it. There was some kind of an emergency that day, like an hour before the broadcast, and so we basically had to can that. And we've invited him to come back, and he sent a very nice voicemail later that day, apologizing for not being available. So it wasn't like he just kind of blew us off for, because they forgot. I guess something had happened, and I don't know what the details were, but we're glad that we still have the chance to visit with him. So I've emailed him and asked, or his representative, and asked if they could, if we could meet with him in May. We did have something else planned in May, but we can push that off for Michael. So anyways, I'll keep you posted. Watch the Massage Chair Industry Update. If you're getting my digital newsletter, which is something you can get if you download the free report on my website, or if you get my or if there's some mention of it on the blog or whatever, you can kind of see when who's going to be next and when it's going to be. Anyway, so I apologize for those of you that came for that broadcast, and he wasn't, and we didn't have it. So I'm very sorry about that. Now I was in Dallas this last week for a seminar, a conference, and while I was there, I had a few hours from the time my plane landed to having to check in at the airport. At the hotel to go visit Osaki. And I'd never met my account rep at Osaki. His name's Harrison. Great guy. And Osaki, I've been representing Osaki for years and years and years. And, they were one of the, original companies that I think I started carrying. There was Human Touch was the very first, then Panasonic and Sanyo, and then Osaki and Infinity came up. I think Infinity was next, then Osaki came along. So we've been carrying them for a long, long time. But they were always getting new models in, but they were models that were coming from smaller factories that wanted them to carry their chairs. And Michael, who's the president there, good guy, very kind, very friendly, very giving, very kind man. I think he recognized that the business model needed to change a little bit, because as I have told you ad nauseum, not for any personal gain, but because it is a fact, the cheaper the chairs, the cheaper the product, the cheaper the build, the cheaper the components, everything's cheaper. So I think people now, they go online and they look for massage chairs. Then they start getting all these ads. Oh, this awesome chair is now for $2,000 or $2,500 on sale for $28.99. So people come in with this mindset that good massage chairs are going to cost between $2,000 and $3,000. Well, that's rare. That's rare that you get a really good chair at that price, especially if you got features like 3D or 4D, or if you've got if you want to get an in-home warranty, so that you don't have to ship the chair out if something goes wrong with it, or fix it yourself with the parts that they send you. So Osaki realized this, and so they started to bring in better quality chairs. And if you notice, they carry a lot of models, and we carry very few of them relative to what they carry. I think they have like 80 models, and we carry, I think, 13, 14 chairs. But it's only been recently that I've bumped up my that model or that company in my inventory, or not my inventory, but in our lineup, because I know those chairs, a lot of them are coming from good factories, and that is a real big deal to me. I give a lifetime labor warranty, and I'm sure most of you know that, and it is a legitimate lifetime warranty. We spent, oh my goodness, I don't even want to give you the numbers, but we spent a lot of money last year on repairing chairs, and those are for people who bought a chair, and then the factory labor warranty expired, and then the old what's that? The laws when everything goes wrong, it can go wrong. I can't even remember what it's called. But anyways, you know how when your car hits its 5-year warranty, then you got to start getting problems. Same things can happen to chairs. And so I don't want to sell chairs that are going to break down a lot. Why? Because I'm the one who fixes it. Well, I don't fix them, but I'm the one who pays for them getting fixed. And I don't want to have to pay it if I don't have to. I mean, honestly, I don't want to shell out hard-earned money if I don't have to. And so when Osaki started carrying a better quality chair built in better factories, of course, the price of their chair started going up. Not because they're thinking, oh, we're going to start gouging people. It's because they're better chairs. That's it. They're better chairs. I know they are, because number one, we keep track of how many problems we have with chairs after the warranty expires. And their new chairs, some of the factory warranty hasn't expired yet, but we've been doing a lifetime labor warranty for maybe 15 years. And now we're starting to see that the Osaki chairs are number one, they're better quality, and number two, their customer support's improved. So anyway, I went and visited Osaki to see what they have, and man, the last time I was there, they had their old place in Carrollton. I think it was on Marsh or something like that. Now they got a new place, and it's huge. It's 2 big buildings, and they got a lot of stuff going on there, and they got a big showroom, and they're Michael is really a very savvy businessman, and he's grown this business from next to nothing to, I think Osaki is the largest distributor of massage chairs in the United States, and he's from Canada. I mean, how can you not like that? So anyways, went to visit Osaki. I checked out some new models they have. Oh, I'm not even going to remember them now. They've got the new chair called the Flagship. They got the Kairos, which is a kind of an upgraded version of the High Point, which is on sale now, as I told you, for $79.99. They have one called the Ronin, and they're working on a chair there. And I can't remember if they told me the name, but it's going to be able to handle people up to 400 pounds. We've never seen a chair that can handle up to 400 pounds, at least stated up to 400 pounds. And by the way, at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to give you a little tip that has to do with fitting in massage chairs that I think is kind of important. So anyways, it was a good visit with Harrison and with Michael, and getting to meet some of the people there. And it's a big operation, man. It is a big operation, and they're coming out with good and better chairs. And we still don't carry everything new that they're bringing, because we want to be able to carry chairs that we can personally know and represent well. It's hard when you don't really see the product. You don't have it in your showroom. It's hard to give people legitimate feedback on a chair. And when we have them in our showrooms, we try them out, and sometimes we don't keep them. Like we had a couple of models that over the years, not a couple, quite a few models that weren't selling, and people didn't like them, and they just chose other chairs over them, and we sell them, and then we bring in new ones. And so we've gotten to know a lot of models over the years, but anyways, needless to say, they've got some new ones coming out, and we're probably not going to have all of them, but we will carry the ones that I think are the most unique and different. That's what I like. I like chairs that are unique and different, like this, the Body Friend Rovo. That's different. That's pretty cool. And so I like carrying stuff like that. So anyways, because we don't want to have the same chair from either within the same company or from other companies, so they're all the same. Like, here's our chair. It's a $5,000 3D, and it has all, foot rollers, and it's like, okay, all right, good. Just like 5, 10, 20 other chairs or whatever it is, maybe not at $5,000 price point, but like $7,000, $8,000 price point. We don't want to have tons of this. It's like chairs that are so close. It's like, oh my gosh, we just want something different, like the Luraco chairs made in the USA, or like the Fujiorki now are made in Japan, or the new Decor, which is being upgraded to the Decor 2, is going to be made in Japan, or the calf rollers, or the split track was the new thing, and now we're seeing split tracks everywhere, and even they're starting to get a little redundant. But we still try them all out and bring in the ones that people want to buy, and now we got the health monitor thing on the arms that people put their hands on. I was talking about the health sensor earlier. That's pretty cool. But more and more chairs are getting it, so it's kind of like, okay, well, we're not going to carry every chair that has that. We're not going to carry every split track. We're not going to carry every chair that has calf rollers. So, anyways, I'm yakking way too long. I'm sorry about that. Okay, now I just want to close up with a little tip, and I think I talked about this over the years a few times, and I'll do it again. Published height recommendations for chairs are not always okay. So if I have a chair and it can fit someone who's 6'4", and they sit in the chair, and oh, by golly, I fit in it. But the rollers don't go up to the neck, and the legs don't fully extend, so your thighs are flush with the seat. It doesn't fit you. You know what I'm saying? So if you see chairs that say, yeah, we can fit people from 5 feet's pretty average, about 5'1", 5'2", all the way up to 6'5" or 6'4", don't think that it's going to fit you because you're 6'4". And when I say fit you, I mean it's going to massage your whole body. There's nothing more frustrating than buying a chair sight unseen off the internet, or just because there's a good deal on Costco.com or whatever, and you buy this chair because it's got such a good deal, and you get it home and it's like, oh my gosh, it's too tight. It's not going up my neck. My feet don't touch the bloody foot roller bottom at the bottom. Trying out chairs is so crucial when you're buying a massage chair. And another thing, and some people have really broad shoulders, are real broad, shorter maybe, but real husky and broad. They're gonna, and they're only like 5'9" or 5'10". They'll fit in pretty much any chair height wise, but it might be real tight for them to fit in a chair that's got arm or shoulder airbags that are quite prohibitive. So trying chairs out is so crucial. But height, if you see a chair online and you're looking to buy a chair online, check 2 things. Check the height recommendations, and then try to sit on the bloody thing so you can tell if it's going to fit you. And I think a lot of these chairs that these companies sell, a lot of these little mom and pop importers are bringing in chairs from China, and they're just selling it. The marketing's slick. The videos are cool. They've got interview people, but I don't even think I've seen a video or anything that says this chair will massage someone who has a neck. It'll massage the neck of a 6'4" person. And you got this buyer beware, man. Beware. And if you are going to buy a chair online sight unseen, make sure you know what the return policy is, how long you've got to return it, and how much they're going to charge you for returning it. Are they going to charge a 25% processing fee? Are they going to charge back billing for the original shipping that was free originally, but they're going to back bill you? Are they going to charge you credit card fees? Are they going to charge you for the return shipping? No, because, not no, but KNOW, no, because if you don't know, you're going to end up whatever. You're going to end up paying more than you thought you would, and you're going to be very unhappy with a massage chair, and that might scare you away from the industry altogether, and that's not necessary. Massage chairs are fantastic, and they help so many people, and they are wonderful. But you have a bad experience, and you might be gun shy to ever get back into a massage chair again. So anyways, that's my tip for you. And weight, always ask about the weight, because some chairs are it's kind of funny because some chairs are like $225, 225 pound weight limit. Others are like 320 pound weight limit. Well, a 300-pound guy might fit just fine in a chair that has a 225-pound weight limit, but it's going to work the gears harder. The gears may not be top notch, top quality. They might be cheap plastic that are going to just eventually grind out. And so the weight thing is a big deal. It is a big deal. You may still be able to use it, but just don't plan on your chair. Like if it's a chair that's supposed to last 10 to 15 years and you use it all the time and you're 50 pounds overweight over the weight of the minimum weight limit, it's going to wear out quicker. And so just be aware. Those are two things that are very important. Weight, the handling of weight on a chair, the weight limits for a chair, and height recommendations for a chair. Don't be fooled by the height recommendations. Make sure that those rollers go all the way up your neck to the base of your skull. Make sure that your legs can fully extend. I mean, there's nothing, well, who wants to sit in a chair where your knees are almost up to your chest because the legs don't extend out? So anyways, that's enough of that. Anyways, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please feel free to thumbs up, like us on our YouTube channel. And of course, help us spread the word about massage chairs by sharing this or any of our videos with your friends and family through your social media platforms. And give us a call if you have any questions. The number is 888-259-5380. We're always, or you can text that number too. That's our toll-free number. You can text or call it. If you're a little gun shy to talk, you can just text and we'll take care of you. We'll answer those questions for you. But anyways, we're always available no matter what. I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye.